All right, what up? It's your boy Hakeem Prime, man. And hey man, it's a lot of stuff been going on. Christmas is over. You feel me? We about to launch into 2026. And what I wanted to do was check out a lot of different videos. We got FaZe Clan has just broken up. Um don't I don't know who FaZe Clan really is. I mean, I know a couple members, I ain't gonna lie, but I didn't know, like, I don't know the trajectory. I haven't been watching them for years and years, like some of my peers. And then some of my youngest, like my little brother, little sister. They really into that, and it was like, "Hey, watch it." I was like, "All right, I'll see what's up." Um, and then of course Nicki Minaj, she just did the. It was like a. We gonna watch it because I ain't seen it. Right, I haven't seen it yet, so I want to watch it. I want to see what people really tripping off of because it seemed like she said some crazy stuff on there, right? You would think from everybody making these petitions to talking about she need to be deported to talk about why she, she's a pedophile lover, all this bull, right? And so I want to see. I also want to see what Erica Kirk and Candace Owens potentially talked about, right? Because 2 weeks ago, Candace Owens talked with her, and apparently she told Candace to stop, right? Now, the reason why this ties in with Nicki Minaj is because there was a point in time where I believe Nicki uh or Charlie Kirk said something really I think he said something along the lines of like Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are bad influences on black women. So how I see it is like, let me get these guys like, how I see it is like I'm not even signed in. How I see it though, it's like Nicki Minaj is taking a W, however you want to take it, because after this guy passes away, she's the biggest artist known to man as far as females go, and she does have something positive to say, and a lot of different things, right? That's one side of it. Another side of it is people want to be too personal and see the some certain details of her personal life, and they feel entitled to, uh, say that that's a reason why she shouldn't love this man, or that she shouldn't continue to have her life, as well as her brother and stuff like that. Even though these two people are family now, when somebody proposes to you, you a family member. When somebody is your brother or sister, they're your family. A lot of people don't understand that, and a lot of different families have different issues, y'all. So I'm gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into this phase game and see what's up.
Hey, yo. What's up, guys? Are we all on for sure? Yeah? We're good. Good. I hear it. So we're gonna try to keep this like very simple. Obviously, this isn't a joke. I know y'all see Silky is not here right now. He's in New York celebrating with his family for Christmas, which is understandable. He couldn't be here for.
Where's your rage? Isn't your age in here?
But he's here on the thing. A week ago, we all stopped streaming during the last day of our marathon that we were doing, and we didn't really like. I know a lot of people thought, "Oh, we're trying to make this a joke or whatever." That's never been the thing. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, and we have decided as a group that obviously it was in our best intention to leave FaZe Clan. So all the speculations that like, oh, this is like an announcement, or this is something that we've planned. This was not planned, and this was just some things that we came to terms, and yeah, we are leaving FaZe Clan.
Yeah, I mean, everything that Ron said is true. The main thing I wanted to let y'all know is, because seeing everyone leave online, like one by one, obviously it looks.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna hold you. I'm on X, right? And these guys were like, "Yo, I'm leaving FaZe Clan one by one." I think it was like 8 of them, bro. Like, so that looked pretty wild. I'm not gonna cap. Like that was weird to me. Um, and stuff like that. you would think that they would kind of keep that behind closed doors, but for some odd reason, they wanted to broadcast that they were leaving, and it was news to people. Like it was really news to people. Like people were like, "What? You're leaving?" Like it was for the last, and then Christmas time, I think it went to its height. So
It's crazy, and you guys don't know a lot of what is happening behind the scenes. But what I can say, what I will add to that, is that nothing is going to change from the viewer's perspective, from the chat's perspective, with our dynamic. Like we are all still rocking with each other. We're all staying together. Me, Ron, Lacey, Jason, Silky, Case on Rage. Like we're all still doing our thing collectively and working on our own thing moving forward, and still going to be a part of each other's content. It's not like everyone's going in over here and doing their solo thing, over here and doing their solo thing. We're all still doing what exactly we were doing before, just not underneath those 4 letters anymore, which it hurts. It hurts me, I think, a little bit more than everyone else, but I feel like it had to be done. It was too much of back and forth and too much stress over the months, a lot of things you guys don't know about. And I do think that this will be for the better. And that's really what it is. Yeah. That's really all I have to say on the matter.
hey man, things happen, bro. People don't stay together with their clans for too long. Unless they know how to really work it out the pocket. I think AMP is a real big model for that, showing you how everybody knows how to stay in their pocket and then come together collectively. That's not an easy thing to do. It's really not an easy thing to do. And I think this is a regular situation that, hit the fan. And, I'll keep watching it, but I think, this is pretty regular, bro. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, more stuff, but.
That you guys, from the viewer's perspective, nothing's going to change. You guys are all going to still see us together every day, doing what we do, having fun, laughing, making content.
I think one of the main things to add on to that is, like, one of the biggest things that we wanted to make sure, adding on to Adapt, it's kind of the same thing, but it's like our main intention is to make content, to hang with each other and just produce content.
To entertain.
Literally just to entertain, and that's what we plan on doing moving forward. And the name that we had, obviously, is just not what we're going to be under, but nothing's changing. Like, I know a lot of people made a lot of speculations. Okay, that they're going to split, they all going to go on our solo, whatever.
The name that we had, we're not doing it no more, but nothing's changing. Nah, but I hear what he's saying. Like, the inner workings of what they built is not going to change. But I don't think FaZe Gang is on, or FaZe Clan is able to continue how it always used to because of differences. So, yeah, like, they're going through the whole little thing. I might not watch the whole video, bro. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go to the Wack 100 video, but I understand these guys have their own internal issues. These guys obviously really, really, really care about FaZe Clan, and I recognize a few of them. And yeah, man, it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But it is what it is.
Might be, are they going to make another group? We don't have any plans on anything right now besides just staying together and just making content.
Yeah.
We don't know what the future holds, and honestly, you can't really expect us to. I mean, it's been a super emotional last week for all of us. But what we do know, like they said, is we're going to be sticking together, making content, having fun every single day, and you guys can be a part of whatever we decide to build from here, from the start.
Yeah, and I think these past couple months, I can speak for myself and say we haven't been putting 100% into our content due to all the stuff happening behind the scenes. But moving forward and into the future, I can confidently say that 2026 is going to be our best year because we can focus on purely entertaining.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cut
Being
out
the best
bad
version of ourselves.
He said that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the main thing right now, to be honest. Is everything good? We can talk.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I know. You people expected us to come on here, and the whole internet's filled with drama and hate right now, and we're not going to feed into that or give any attention to it. We just want to move forward as a unit and keep it pushing and just stick together. This whole thing we're not going to let it tear us apart. This thing has made us stronger. We've sat here for hours just hanging out, talking, chilling. It's
More than
it's
hours.
strengthened
This
our
honestly
friendships.
made us better.
Yeah, it
as a
really
group.
has. It truly has.
For days, months, like before the Minecraft marathon, before the subathon, we were dealing with this exact shit, and it was kind of building up and building up and building up. And recently, I guess you could say it was the straw that broke the camel's back, where we were all like, all right, it's time. And it sucks. Yeah, it sucks for me. I grew up a huge FaZe fan, loving FaZe, got to be a part of FaZe, every era of it, woo, 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 whatever. And I mean, at least I could say that I tried, that we all tried, and that we all did pretty fucking well. We won Org of the Year back-to-back years, ending on a back-to-back Org of the Year, and now we can move on together and do our own thing, where we feel like we can make the decisions we want to make and move how we want to move without any repercussions or anything
And it's
like
ours.
that.
It's ours.
And it's ours.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll only motivate me and all of us to
100%.
be
For
the
sure.
best.
100%.
I think
We're excited, man. We're really excited. That's
Ready.
one thing we can say.
Yeah, and I appreciate you guys all for being patient with us. I know we kind of abruptly stopped the Miss
Yeah, none of it. We didn't
with no updates.
We didn't want to make it seem like we're abandoning anyone.
We didn't want to make it seem like we're abandoning anyone, and no one was like over farming or anything like that. We were having like real conversations about the future of each and every one of our careers together, individually, FaZe. A lot of this shit was really heavy. We were up to like 3, 4 a.m. some nights after being up all day trying to figure the shit out. And
we just wanted to make it work, and this was the solution, to be honest.
And yeah, because like I said, and I feel like I said this multiple times throughout different speeches and on my stream, is what made FaZe always FaZe was the people who were inside of it. And that was us. We were the people who were inside of FaZe, and that's what FaZe was. It was us, and we are leaving, and we're going to still be able to do what we want to do regardless. That was my number one thing. As long as we can all leave and collectively still be in each other's lives, in each other's
These are the
content,
guys that left.
be a part of living together, all that, then we're good,
like
and
FaZe,
the
okay.
viewers will be
These are
good, the
the-
chat will be good, and nothing's going to change. It's just that simple fact.
And not to like end it, but maybe end it. To like anyone who obviously supported all of us.
Thank you, guys.
Even when Max was a part of it, and we were their Miami house with them, with the 3712 Broad Lawn house. All the jokes, all the clips, like all the memes, and like all the support for the last 2 years. Yeah, 2 years almost.
It's been crazy.
It's been insane, and I don't think it's ever been done in like a streaming group. Like,
no, I think we can always say FaZe
back to back
changed our lives.
That's what I'm saying. FaZe changed our lives. Back to back org. Like, it's incredible what we accomplished in not even 2 years. And yeah, we appreciate anyone who supports the past and supports our future.
And as well to FaZe, we're very thankful and grateful for the opportunities that we were given. All the things, the content we were able to make, just putting us in the same room together and introducing us. It created like lifelong friendships. So,
Facts.
But that's kind of it. I think
That's really it, yeah.
a couple of us might go to our desktop and explain more.
Yeah, I might go sit up in my desktop, talk for like maybe 10, 15, and then end. But yeah, that was really it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Just know the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come, y'all.
very true.
A couple of us will go back, and that's kind of it. Thank you guys. For sure.
Appreciate y'all.
Man. Appreciate y'all for being here. No problem.
Yo, what was mine?
Yeah, man. I mean, all I can really say for that is like I mean, it's dope that they can do a video like that and actually just tell the people like, how they feel about things, and it feels like they have enough on their own to make something shake if they really want. So I wish those guys the best, man. I wanna yeah, I wanna really have a opportunity to see if those guys are going, you know what I'm saying, go for do. But I know like two of those guys, or I recognize two of those guys. I shouldn't say I know, but I recognize two of those guys, and pretty funny guys, and entertaining. Um, you really can tell that they, care about their craft and what they do. So yeah, man, I wish them the best. I wish them the best. I like that they did a whole video explaining what happened. So it was for them. But I think a few other people probably left too, just by seeing it. But I could be wrong. All right, cool. Let's watch this Wack 100 video. But before I do that, 1 second. Let me make sure I get everything lined up properly. Yeah, cause that was a good video, bro. And I think that's worth it for their fans who've been watching them for a long time, wondering what the hell is going on. So I thought it would be more drama, honestly. I literally thought it would have been more drama. He said that he didn't want to really mention anything, so that's cool. But then again, I don't think there's really anything worth mentioning if it wasn't said. So I can just appreciate those guys for, like I said, saying what they said, because they didn't have to do that. But they took the time to do that. So, all right. So if you're just joining in, I'm gonna be looking over at this point. I'm gonna be looking over um what Wack 100 said about the F the Street comments that's been going on. Um, only because I kind of went over it myself with What's the Dirt over the weekend, and we were talking about multiple different things. I was showing him new music of mine, but I did make a comment about how the F the Street comment is something that you shouldn't say, really. Um, and I only say that because for 21 Savage, man, he's been doing a lot of street music, gangster rap type, new age, for close to 10 years now. And yeah, that's pretty much like cutting the checks and for that life, and then saying, "Hey, y'all, we probably shouldn't be listening to this." You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I, and it's not just him. Jerbo just reposted that and said the same thing. A lot of artists said the same thing. Um, and I know 21 came out and said um that's not what he meant. Um, and okay, I think that's great to say, because you got to make sure what you're saying is accurate. Um, I don't know if I understand like the whole thing. He was trying to kind of tying it to trauma, and yeah, it's he got to still he still I think he should come out and say more about it. Say more about it, because it don't seem like it's done. So I definitely wanted to make sure I let me go back and take it off monetization real quick. I don't want to monetize this right now, because I might have some replies. I might have some replies or whatever soon. Um or I might have some audio that people might not How'd that go? Okay, let's see what's this content and preparing streaming. All right, let me see here. Sorry, I would have had this already. I didn't already started, but I don't know for some reason it's not popping up on anything. Is what people are saying. So let me make sure I have it properly down. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's look at this video, man. 'Cause I'm not about to sit there and keep this thing up. All right. Let's check this out, man.
Because, bro, listen. Everybody saying Streets is already a rat.
That's not true.
21 Savage.
Is he a rat? Is 21 Savage a rat?
Playing with 21.
First of all, Nick, do you know what the U Visa program is?
I do.
Okay.
He said the U Visa program. Oh man, the U Visa program. Let's see. He probably gonna tell.
Oh my God!
Hold on. Are you telling me?
Very tapped in.
Are you telling me you don't have to? The terms is you have to cooperate with law enforcement against crime.
Wack, to
Yes or no?
citizenship?
Your boy Drake, you
Yes.
can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read.
Hold on.
Where's the work? Where's the work?
Hey, but that's facts though, because when you prison life or jail life, if someone, let's say, if someone is in a cell with you and someone calls somebody a rat, right? They can hear that out, but best believe the person got to go and find the paperwork to prove that they're rat. If not, if you don't have the paperwork to prove that this person's a rat or whatever you claim he is, you liable to get your ass beat by him or his car. And we call, in game life, they call, so let's say if the guy's a blood and you said that he was a snitch, the Bloods is going to attack you. They have free reign to attack you. Feel me? That's his car. Feel me? So that's pretty accurate what he just said. Now let's see.
Hey, bro.
Who's making the rules now?
Slow down.
Movement.
Slow down. Listen to me, little square guy. The U Visa program says in order to be a part of it, you have to agree to cooperate with law enforcement. That's what it reads, right?
Okay.
He's registered to it. This is why he left Clubhouse, because I kept bringing it up, and he had high-powered people from Rock Nation, a few
That's who I
prominent people calling me, begging me to let it go, and I said, only way I'm going to let it go if his ass leave the app, and he left. And he got money invested in that app.
To be fair, everybody else left too.
Right? Nah,
There's a mass exodus.
No.
Clubhouse.
No, you're missing the point. He was there. He wouldn't leave at his own room, his own
But
side.
just because he tells the government, I'm going to be a stand-up citizen, my
That
grandparents
ain't what he
did
told
the same
him.
thing when they
That ain't what he
came
told him,
over here.
weirdo.
That don't mean that he's giving up information.
Listen, the U Visa program states if a from Jamaica commit a crime here, right? And he go to the penitentiary.
Yeah, okay.
When you parole, they're gonna send you to ICE. You break a law in the U.S., they're gonna violate your green card, and they're gonna say if you want to stay,
Yeah, but
you can enroll in the U Visa program where you have to cooperate.
So when did he join Slaughter
But that's
Gang?
not like,
At what
that's
point?
not like being a CI though. Wack.
Huh?
That's not the same thing as.
Are you
being
dumb as
they're
fuck?
saying that you need to be a stand-up citizen, not
No.
cooperate on who.
On my mama, it says you have to cooperate with law enforcement. Let's
Yeah, so like, okay. All right. So he's right, but then he's wrong. And I'm gonna tell you why he's wrong, right? First. All right, let me tell you why he's right first, right? He's right because when you coming from a different country or whatever, the youth visa program, a refugee or whatever, they say you have to cooperate, blah, blah, blah. All they mean though, all they really mean, this is why he's wrong. All they mean by that is if they expect you to be involved in something like that, that's tied to something that like I guess it's directly tied to your business. But then what is he tied to? What is 21 tied to? I mean, of course, he got his own little thing going on, but what is he directly tied to that they have to go and message him about certain things? Sure, you can say he's a part of the U Visa program, but he don't really got nothing that he's tied to that's like racketeering or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like an open case or something like that for them to say, let's check it out. You saying that is a true thing, but then it's not, it's contradicting because it's not really, he don't have an open case or he's not. If he kind of did have an open case though, let me play devil's advocate a little bit. If 21 had an open case to where, let's say he was in a racketeering case or something, and they would have said they could pull that card. They can pull up the U Visa program. They could say, yo, you're with this, remember? You're supposed to be able to tell us everything. And yes, he would be. So yeah, okay, he's right. Yeah, he's right. He's right, but then it's like, that's like playing it too heavy. But I'm gonna just say Wack is right, bro. He's right.
Bet 10,000.
I don't have $10,000 to bet.
doing that.
Bet 500.
Why be doing this shit?
Bet 500 that it reads. You have to cooperate.
I'm a frugal guy, Wack. I like my money.
Let's bet them shoes.
It's been $5.
Nigga, you leave without them shoes.
Oh,
Bet. And stop
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Stop
right now.
talking about it.
Hey, you want to know what is actually probably one of the most shocking things that I've found out in a long time? Is that according to GPT, this telling the truth.
Telling you the truth.
I mean, I just asked.
He's right.
Visa program
Comes right up. Yeah.
I actually think he was right. Listen, man.
Cooperation with law enforcement is a required element of eligibility for the U Visa program.
Fuck is you talking about? A rap fan, we talking real live shit. Gunna, we know what he did. Thug, Gunna ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Thug, we watched what he did. Every nigga on there done already told, so now it's the streets, but you use the words of the streets to get to where you at.
Yeah.
The streets
Yeah,
is a
that's
new
not
way
what
of
it's
saying
about,
it's.
though. That's not what about.
You don't know what it's about because you ain't from the
I do know what
streets.
it's about. I do
You're
know
not
what it's
from the streets.
Okay, but I understand what they're trying to
You're
say.
not from the
It doesn't
streets.
matter.
Shout
I
out to
understand
Mr.
what they're trying to
Dimples.
say. I still have comprehension power. Academics is
You're
made
not from the
fucking 48
streets.
streams about this. He's
You're not from the
He calls
streets.
himself the king of the sidewalk.
You're not
and he's
from
still
the
able to talk
streets.
about it, right?
So what if he calls? That don't mean he's that. You're not from the streets.
Okay, is he not
You
one
gotta-
of the most
hey,
prominent voices?
Is 100% of their music? Is 100% of their music about the streets?
Yes.
What we do in the streets?
Yes.
That's what made people follow him, right?
100%.
So now that you didn't went bad, that is crazy. That donut.
Hey, that was fire, Mr. Dimples. That was fire.
Look,
that was amazing.
Mr. Dimples, MISTERDIMPLES.
Bring on, talk to him.
Right, bro? You cannot. The only reason why they're doing that is because they didn't win bad, and then they tried to attack Gunna. Gunna, the only climb. Everybody else, even 21 Savage did 55,000.
Wack, as somebody who said you encourage young. Wait, should we have Mr. Dimples say his piece
No, he's
about
cool.
the spread that we got right here?
Young people.
Wait, but no, wait. Let me get my issue.
You
off
will
and then
never
can
hear
go.
me say. You will never hear me say.
You said the streets are dead. You said I wrote out a whole new script
I said what?
for these new guys. If the
I never
streets are
wrote-
dead, then what's wrong with saying the streets? The streets is dead.
But that's
Like
two
these
different things.
street niggas can't
They
play
are-
semantics with me. I know how to read.
Hey, bro, listen to me. If they would have said it before they got caught telling, I'd have gave it to them. And even 21 Savage is backpedaling. He said, maybe I should have said we should have saved the streets. Because when the streets is what got you to where you at, and then you violated and got caught, you been telling, but you got caught. Now it's, well, the streets, we're doing this. No.
Wack, you are in the music industry. Hip hop made $17 billion in the United States this year. You think the streets is helping that $17 billion
Yes.
get growth?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, the fuck it isn't.
A lot.
It's these
Merch. Merch,
companies with
streams.
these machines that have all this resources to put these artists in
Nigga,
front of
you
your
ain't
face
never put an
every
album
single
out in
day.
your life.
I haven't, but I'm smart enough to know that the streets don't run the music
Bro, but-
industry,
okay,
and
that-
these
explain to me-
retards think this shit.
Explain to me what.
Bro, he's not wrong, bro. He's not wrong because you got the grand scheme of things, right? And this is what Wack is not really saying, right? The grand scheme of things is the streets is like 17% of the actual full income of everything. And even if you want to give it more, let's say more, it's like maybe let's put it at 29%, right? Because what Wack is probably gonna say is, if the streets say you're not gonna go, you ain't gonna go, right? That's when you on ground zero. You know what I'm saying? That's when you don't have nothing back in you, nothing, right? Once you get past the threshold, you're past that threshold. And it becomes what I just said. It becomes that 29%. Or even less if you're really thinking about it. That's why I said 17, because it's more on the lower spectrum when it comes to that. So he's right, bro. I give him that point. They won one right now.
Why a rapper's career, more often than not, when they get beat up, robbed, if they snitch, etc., why does that mostly correlate to their career taking a huge shit?
Being over.
Because the validity.
That wasn't
Also,
2000s.
I interview people all the time who get millions of views that are nobodies, but they're respected in the streets.
Man, there's
a huge involvement.
There's a lot of dudes that had crazy trajectory and were about to blow up, and then had some kind of scandal like that happen.
I don't believe this because I've been to Rolling Loud concerts. I've seen what the crowd looks like. I see the people that are paying the money to be in these spaces,
and those people
it's not the streets that are propping up
those people that are paying the money to be in these places. He's cooking them right now, because I hear what Adam's saying. He's on the same tense of what Wack's saying, but they talking about a different level. He's talking about the bigger play. They talking about ground level. Let's go.
Industry. But you're
Don't
missing
people care about if you got punked up by your
the
ops.
people on stage. Look, the people on stage is who the streets made for these people in the crowd to want to come see.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I have a question, Wack.
I think those are delusions of grandeur, and that's what allows us in the African American community and the hip hop community to be basically bullied by this cool guys club of these guys who supposedly have street reputations that now we've seen 10 years later was all a facade. Nobody is really like that. Nobody. We probably
go back to the 80s with this shit.
Industry,
who wasn't
none of them
like
were really like that. And now we're seeing that it's a facade. But guess what? They're talented artists. They can make good songs. They can market themselves.
Ricky, you don't think there's a voyeuristic?
There's so much genius. No, there's so much genius behind this shit.
You won't even hear Ice Cube say fuck
about motherfuckers saying, "Oh, it's the streets, it's the streets, it's the streets." Get the out of here.
But you don't think
2025, bro.
Ricky, like what Adam said, you don't think there's a voyeuristic aspect of the fan base of these fans that are paying and trying to see these.
Listen to this.
Of these fans that are paying and going to these Rolling Louds, you don't think that they give a about the whole Game of Thrones voyeuristic aspect of them just carrying about?
They don't.
Oh, they do.
I don't.
No, they don't, bro.
Who's watching Traplo Ross? Street dudes or regular people? Regular people.
100%.
Who's listening to EBKJ, bro? Street dudes or everyday people?
Right.
90% everyday people, because there's not that many street dudes.
But why is
We're talking about such a small demographic that everyone has like the most power to make or break people's careers? That's not true.
Let me make
it does though. It happens all the time. For sure.
Let me make a point.
Not as much as it used to.
Let me make a point real quick. There's a reason why Gunna is thriving and the rest of YSL is struggling.
Wait, what is that thing?
That's actually a Korean corn dog.
Man, I don't even know Korean corn dog. What's going on?
Okay, Wack. Is the streets, is that a net negative or a net positive for the hip hop community?
That's a net buster.
No.
So is that a net negative or net positive?
You won't never hear Game, Snoop Dogg,
negative
Ice Cube. Hold on.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
It'll be a negative towards the streets. So, like I said, for example, if the streets at 17% overall, once you get past a certain threshold, that will take it down to like 10% or less, or like even 10 or 9%, right? And the more we get to that point, I think still the more other people will support. Like, even if we got past it, right, and there's an artist who comes out, he's hard as hell, gangsta as hell, and but he agrees with the F the street sentiment, he'd have to get to this threshold before he can even say it. He have to get past that first. So if no one says anything and then he gets to the successful place, he can potentially agree, but he have to kind of like, give some context behind that. So
Cube could claim he started this gangster when it come to gangster music, right? You know why? Because his street representation, his street credibility is what made these guys who they are. And guess what? The other rappers followed them, and other rappers followed them, all rooted and driven from the streets. So when Thug came out and all the rest of them came out, they song Lifestyle and all that was all street driven. Right. You get caught up and now your numbers is down and you trying to figure out a way on how do I get out of this. Okay, it. We gonna make, now I'm gonna be real, Brick Baby was doing it before he left. I told Adam, I said, Adam, Brick Baby's finna hang up his street flag and cross over to commercial. When he started doing all the gay and all the, he was pretty much letting people know.
No, he's really gay.
I'm coming over here.
His truth.
I'm coming over here, right, to this commercial, right, on some real, right? So when you say the streets after you done got caught up violating the street code, we can't respect you.
Especially using that terminology when you look at this. On it, this goes back to the 80s. The first Boogie Down Productions album, you feel me? KRS-One had a Uzi on the album cover. He had an Uzi on the album cover. Criminal Minded, Boogie Down Productions. Right? My guy,
know.
Dimples knows. So with that being said, when he became more conscious, when he didn't say the streets, he just said, I want to help uplift my people. You feel me?
We all do.
And that's a complete. There's a difference between maturity and turning your back on who you are in the foundation.
You're not gonna hear me say
it's not turning your back. Look, everybody deals with this, right?
How you know about it? You never was in the street.
Just let me land. When athletes stop,
but yeah, that's true. Like saying that. That's why I said saying F the streets is not the way to go. Only because of that point he just made. It's definitely not how you express it. You got to come off, but. When you out of that perspective, when you out of it for real, you're gonna see exactly what this brother on the far right is talking about. Because when you see past everything else and you on a different level perspective, it just makes you appreciate that sentence, right? And then you don't, because people don't really have to care what you think. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I see what he's talking about, but they all hitting their points. It's not. Yeah, they all.
I have a voice for the streets.
When athletes, I don't, but I grew up in South Central. I grew up.
You don't have a voice for the streets.
Okay, who gives a? Our communities need radical change, bro. We are living 20 years behind America, bro. Niggas is acting like it's 2005 out here, getting caught up for petty crimes when there's a Ring doorbell on every camera. The streets are dead. Motherfuckers is making little homies, and they're not even worried about what their little homies is doing, and everybody's talking about he's in violation, he's in violation, he's in violation, because there's no order. There's no
You don't know what order is.
You need to let it go.
You don't know what order is.
I do know what order is. I'm gonna tell you this. I do know what order is. It's being a productive member of society who has the ability to not be treated like a second-rate citizen.
Respectfully, let's not talk about the streets. Or you say something disrespectful.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And you have to catch the wrath of the streets.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Because there's some street walking around here.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
Leave that out your mouth, because I'm not these other niggas.
Saying this, though.
I'm not gonna talk about the y'all do whatever you do, because I don't do it. I don't know what it is. But stop speaking on the streets.
Wack, you know this. You say it all the time. If we're gonna progress as people, we gotta let this mind state go.
Because really, what you finna say?
What
is you gonna down some where some real over there that we got real respect for.
I don't have to disrespect anybody's hood to talk about these overarching themes. I don't have to bro,
Are you going I tell you what neighborhood you want to go to have this conversation? We take you to that
I'll
block.
go to any neighborhood to have this conversation. And I'm pretty sure there's a person in that neighborhood that has some good sense that will say this young brother.
You gonna say the streets?
Nah,
I'm not gonna say fuck the streets. I'm gonna talk about what the message means. It's a very simple message.
You want to go to Oakwood Park,
bro?
with
I
the
can
show
go to
lines.
any neighborhood and have this conversation with anybody who has a brain, bro. We need to stop.
He's saying to take the quote "F the streets" and convert it into what you think it means positively. What in a positive way could you see that as? That's what he's saying. He's not saying here F the streets and be disrespected, bro. Don't be disrespected. Think about it for a minute. You feel me?
perpetuating this. We talking about breaking cycles, bro. These are going to jail, ruining their lives for nothing, for an image that doesn't get you anywhere. It's not manly.
And you niggas is sucking dick.
Taking care of your family. Who's sucking
You
dick?
weird. I'm telling you, leave the streets alone. Because I'm going to get at you. On power root.
He does have a point, though.
Why does it have to be this huge dichotomy?
Because you ain't got the right rank of respect to have this conversation. Go find a circle,
Wack,
square.
you yourself say that we have to let this stuff go.
But what you're
If
not
you're
going to
say
do,
that it's for the
what you're
kids,
not going to do
where does it start?
is on a lot of these that died.
I'm not shitting
and
on
talk
anybody.
crazy because it will slap the shit out of you
How am
and
I
take
shitting
your
on-
manhood
how am I
and one of them
shitting on
institutions.
somebody?
Like you
How am I
out
shitting
street,
on somebody?
you can't handle it.
How am I shitting on somebody? Who am I disrespecting?
Escalated
to
talking about
butt rage.
niggas' brains and all this shit.
What you
and
mean?
brain power.
Nah, bro.
All that.
Bro, because it's a pretty
You got the
message
power to
understand.
get rid of your brains.
But why
That's
wouldn't you
fine.
say? Wouldn't
That's
you
fine, but
Kill
plenty,
that shit,
plenty
bro.
of black people have died for the progress of
Fuck
black
all
people.
that. Blacks, Mexicans, Asians, everybody in the streets. It ain't just one race.
Okay, so what are you saying?
What
what's
I'm
your
saying
thesis
is
statement? Help me
this.
understand what you're
What
trying
I'm
to tell me.
saying is you're not going to sit here and just on the streets.
I'm not on the street.
Right? In front of a street. I'm a street.
I'm not shitting on the streets.
That's where I come from.
I haven't said anything bad
Right?
about
You're
the
not going to do that and not get smashed.
Bro, you're
Nigga, you will
trying to-
get smashed.
Bro, you're trying
There's
to
some
make
street out
I'm
there.
disrespecting everybody when you have
You're
the
not going
same
to
message as
disrespect.
me.
No, I say the kids. But when you get to talking about
But aren't
these
the
niggas
kids
in the
living
streets
in the
ain't got
hood,
no
though?
brains,
I
and
didn't
these
say
niggas in
that.
the
I didn't
know
say
some
that.
in the streets that'll do some other shit with you.
It's a lot of people that are smart
Boss.
in the streets and understand this message and understand that we got to move past this.
We know that.
How much
But
are we going to start?
What you're gonna
how
do?
long are we gonna keep
What you're gonna do is
self-inflicting-
refrain from the streets. Do we need to improve? Yeah. Fuck
Bro,
the
To be
streets.
fair, Ricky didn't start the
If you
fuck the
say,
streets
if you
movement.
say, do you
We
say the
not-
streets are dead? Do you say the streets are dead?
From where I come from, what they are today, absolutely.
So if you're
Come on, Wack. Come on, Wack. It's the same thing, bruh. It's the same thing, Wack.
saying
But you don't
that,
know what I
what is
mean,
the
though.
difference? No,
But
no.
what do I mean
Okay,
by
then,
that?
Then explain it to me. Explain it
You
to
don't
me
know
in
what
your
I
words.
mean by
No,
that.
Explain it to me in your
Because
words.
you
so I can
wasn't
understand
around
your
to
dialogue.
know once upon a time a nigga could walk in the projects and in 3 hours move 5,000-10,000 dub for dub. You can go over here, do this. Everything was going on. It was real money flowing through there. You couldn't drive down a lot of these streets, these known streets, Rosecrans, Slauson, Crenshaw, these known streets, you couldn't drive down them if you wasn't from over there. You get your ass blocked in, snatched out, and won't make it out of there.
Can I ask
so
you
when
something,
you
though,
can drive everywhere, stop light for light, ain't no money flowing through what it is. You got a lot of niggas, dope fiends, a lot of niggas moving out. Yeah, the streets from what they were to what it was today is definitely dead. The streets wasn't meant to be a church. It was a place of survival.
Okay, so when people are saying that, when people are saying, quote unquote, the streets, this is the moment, right? And we already have said
These are not people.
Listen, we've already
These is
said
that got
streets are
caught
dead.
telling.
We've already said the streets are dead. So if you know a company is failing, why are you going to keep investing money in it on an annual basis, on a monthly basis, if you know that company is not profitable anymore?
So you calling the streets a company?
Yes, I'm calling it a company because you were talking about money. You can move 20, 50,000 through the projects and everything was cool. So let's talk about it in the money sense.
So here goes the
So
thing.
the streets, people aren't
First
getting
of
out
all,
the streets the way
none
they
of
used
these,
to.
all these is just rappers.
Let me get a poll in the chat. Ricky
all
or
these,
Wack
all
in
these
this conversation.
niggas is just rappers, for
Yeah.
one.
But
And
what-
these are rappers
Ricky
that
Cake, bro.
prostituted the streets to become who they are today with their fan base. So now you
You see how he's saying these are guys who prostituted the streets, right? As if the guys who he was just talking to wasn't prostituting the streets. They was selling drugs to dope fiends and all this stuff. Isn't that prostituting the streets? Let's continue.
violated and got caught and people holding it against you, and now it's fuck the streets. When Thug got out, he was pushing the streets until that recording came out, and it fucked him up. Now it's the streets.
Well, that was the
Okay,
biggest
but
issue with
can we-
Thug, though.
can
Is
we
the
say
fact
More
that
because he caught a Rico, right?
Can we stay with
Right.
the example that I gave though? Why
When he
are
caught
you
the
still
Rico, he wasn't saying fuck the streets.
Why should people still be putting stock in the streets, glorifying the streets, and not disparaging the streets if it's not something that is returning what it once used to?
Let me tell you why
It's a
we should
source of
glorify
pain
the
and
streets.
suffering for our people.
Let me tell you why we should glorify the streets.
Why we should glorify them.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay, I'm
little
curious.
broke.
I'm curious.
Don't
Square
help me out.
broke
No,
ass
no, no,
nigga.
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
okay with that.
Nigga, glorified nigga that come from the street, right? Who's doing what I'm doing. So Wack, you come from the streets, and what are you doing? This dude come from the streets, he got a whole merch company. This dude got a streaming company. Everything coming out the streets
You're talking
ain't
about